Alice Vent, and I'm going to be discussing gender roles from, well, using references from David Henry Hwang's M. Butterfly, articles written about the play, and the dictionary. Here we go. My thesis is this: as much as it might please some people, there is no one-size-fits-all gender binary, and gender roles are sexist excuses to get people to behave in a certain way. Gender binary, by the way, is the belief that there is the male and female gender. Only the male and female gender. Now, you may be asking, what is gender? But even if you're not, I'm going to tell you. I looked in my Oxford dictionary, and I came up with the first definition was grammatical classification corresponding to the two sexes and sexlessness. However, if like most people you don't keep a dictionary on you at all times, you can go to Google and type in definition of gender, and the first result to pop up is the state of being male or female, typically used with reference to social and cultural differences rather than biological ones. And if you're feeling adventurous while on Google, you can also type in definition of gender roles, and the first thing that pops up is they determine how males and females should think, speak, dress, and interact within the context of society. And you probably can't see, but I am currently breaking a gender role by not wearing a dress, or dressing in neutral colors and stuff like that. So, yay. Just for fun, I went and typed in list of gender roles, and the ones that you see circled in red are the ones that I feel apply to me. And just so you know, I am a female. I have always been a female, and I will always continue to be female because I choose to be. But according to this, I would make a better man. So just think about that. And now that we've got the background information done, I'm going to get into my points. And the first one is that I believe M. Butterfly was written to call attention to stereotypes like gender roles. And I read an interview between Hwang and an author named Jean-Louis Digitani, during which Hwang says, as Gallimard says, it is possible for a woman to be too open so as to seem almost too masculine. That concept of femininity is false to the core. The fact that you have a real woman who acts masculine and a man who acts feminine is the ultimate irony. And if you ask me, there's not much of an argument that the play wasn't written to magnify these stereotypes. My second point is that the idea of gender can be molded and used to prove a point. Song's character in the play has full control of the idea of gender and is not afraid to use it to his advantage. One of the sources I used described Song's character as this: Song is nevertheless empowered as a subject who takes the construction of gender into her own hands and out of Gallimard's. Then if you look at the play itself in Act 3, Scene 1, Song is in court when the judge asks him how he had been able to fool Gallimard for so long, to which Song replied, when he finally met his fantasy woman, he wanted more than anything to believe that she was, in fact, a woman. And my third and final point is that the gender we are assigned at birth is not necessarily the one we will choose as adults. Here on this side, you've got at the top Sonny and Cher and their daughter Chastity. And then below that, you have Cher and her now son, Chaz Bono. On the far side, you have Laverne Cox, who used to be Roderick. And then in the middle, you have Ellie Jackson, who is famous for being the sole member of LaRue. And she chooses to identify as neither male nor female, though she uses the female pronouns. Quotes that I'm using to back this up are in the play when Gallimard realizes that he will never have his perfect woman, he becomes Madame Butterfly. And one of the articles I read said, and in his devoted love, his worship of this image of perfect woman, Gallimard himself becomes like a woman. By this time, Song is dressed as a man, but he strips in order to show Gallimard his true self. And then the other quote is, his transformation into Madame Butterfly completes the destruction of the discrete space toward which the play has been moving, and the spatial rearrangement results in a radical rearrangement of gender and ethnic identity. In conclusion, In the play *Anne Butterfly*, David Henry Wrong managed to identify and magnify numerous stereotypes, including that of gender identity. As I mentioned in the last slide, he created a man, Gallimard, that fell in love with who he believed was the perfect woman, Song, but was in fact another man. And then when Song revealed his true self, Gallimard couldn't take that he became his own woman, breaking more gender roles. And here's my works cited.